Hey guys, and welcome to Riggs Garage. Today I'm going to try a new video format where I'm going to check out car ads. Now, if you've seen my Instagram, I'll post it up here at Riggs Garage. If you see my Instagram, I like to post unique car ads for really cool cars. If you like those, then hopefully you'll follow me on Instagram and you'll see these videos. I'm going to try these videos for a little while and see what the response is. Now, if you like the video, please let me know by hitting the like button below and subscribing to the Riggs Garage channel. I would also like any feedback you have down in the comments of the video. So let's get rolling. Today we're looking at a 1966 Plymouth Fury. This is a Mopar C body. That is a big, big Mopar. If you like these C bodies, you'll like this wagon. Let's have a look here. This is on Field Barn Finds. This is a classic car and truck for sale or trade. There are 451,000 members in this Facebook group. If you like old cars, I would suggest you go ahead and join this group. Also, I am not in any way paid to try to sell this car. I have no relation with the owner, and I just thought it was a cool car. So let's dig in now. It's a 1966 Plymouth Fury. It's a giant station wagon, huge sled. It says it has 46,000 miles on it. By the condition of the paint and the interior, I tend to believe that. Who knows? It's in East Tennessee. This 66 Fury wagon has a factory 383 Super Commando, pushing 330 horsepower in stock form. Back in the 60s, we had compression and we had good gas. So 330 horsepower from a big block, definitely easily possible. It says this one is far from stock. It's the ultimate sleeper. Now it has serious power. The engine was professionally rebuilt, is bored 30 thousandths over with new pistons, has ported 67 915 casting number closed chamber heads from a 440 GTX. So it has some pedigree and heritage. By the way, this is my pigeon, Phoenix. There is one video on the channel about him, but he's my friendly buddy down here. All right, the car has a 530 lift cam. So that's a party cam. TTI headers and TTI exhaust, excellent products. 2600 stall converter to match that big cam, hopefully. This thing has a 727 transmission. That's a great automatic transmission from Mopar. They put that behind big blocks and stout small blocks like the 340. It's got 355 gears and Sure Grip. Sure Grip is the Mopar posi traction, 2-tire burnouts for this car. Now it's pushing over 400 horsepower. It sure better be with that cam and good heads. Excellent. It says he took it on a 25-mile spin. And what a bad donkey wagon. This wagon will scare you. Please do. All pans, frame, torque boxes, etc. are in excellent shape. He has a walk-around video. So there's only a little bit of rust in the lower quarters. So let's get to the pictures. If you don't like the price, move on. And he likes to be paid in cash, and we all love that. So here we go, picture time. You can see the chrome is in excellent shape on this car, and look down the side of it there. This car is probably nearly 20 feet long. It's got a great side profile to it. Flat hood, huge hood. Have you ever driven a car with a huge hood like this? It's really cool. The roof rack is amazing looking. And you can see the chrome handles there on the back for the kids getting into the rear-facing back seat. If you've ever ridden in a rear-facing wagon back seat, it'll change your life. These things have really neat-looking rear tail lights. Looks like everything is in pretty incredible shape for around a 55-year-old car. Let's keep moving. All right, okay, side view here. You can see a little bit of the rust he was talking about. This rust is really typical in any of these old cars. All these panels have drain holes, and the drain holes tend to get plugged over time by leaves and other debris, mud and stuff, and water sits behind the sheet metal there and eats its way out. So that's why we have little holes down here, as you can see there. That's okay, easily done by a good body man. I also like the color matched wheels on this car. I know that wheel is not original to this car. It's I think it's a police wheel from the 70s or 80s, but it has the dog dish hubcap right in the middle there, and it's a classic look. I also like the white stripe on the tire. It's a great looking 60s classic touch. Also notice that trim all on the side here. Really good looking car. Great front view here. I like the stacked headlights. It's really very similar to the 66 Pontiac with the stacked headlights. You can imagine a Le Mans or a GTO, but it has a distinct Plymouth nose here. Looking at this, you can kind of imagine the Barracuda nose is similar and the Valiant nose. Beautiful blue of this car. It's a very good looking classic 60s color, and I'm glad that the whole thing is in this color. There's another shot there. I just noticed that it has these chrome window guards, so you can crack that window open and not get rain in. Very fancy. Yeah, here's the classic badge, the Commando V8. I like how 60s cars and some of the 70s cars like to flash the engine size. On this hood ornament, it says 383. There's a close-up shot of the wheels. You know, everything shows just a little bit of wear, but it's a 55-year-old car. It's a great-looking car. Here's a driver's side quarter panel shot. You can see the rust at the bottom there. No big deal. Here's a nice look at the interior. This has a really good two-tone interior. It's got that navy blue and then that light kind of metallic blue. Looks to be in great shape. Now you can tell that this car was probably stored indoors because all the stuff isn't very faded. It's got a little bit of fading, of course, but I would say that this has probably lived in a garage most of its life, especially if it really has 46,000 miles. More detail shots of the upholstery there. Very good. And I'm looking forward to getting to the engine. Because this ad hypes the engine up a lot, I want to see it. There we go. Headlights are on. Close up of the trim, and you can also see the taillight lenses are in good shape. A lot of this trim, especially on the wagons, on these 60s Mopars, it's very hard to find replacement parts for this. So having all this here makes this car a very simple restoration. If you're going to restore it, you don't have to piece this thing together, finding expensive Mopar parts on eBay. Mopar guys like their parts, and they are expensive. All right, let's look under the hood here. First of all, this is not an air-conditioned car. We just have heater hoses on the left side here. Now, I can tell this is a B-block Mopar instead of an RB block Mopar. B and RB are designations of big block Mopar engines. The B blocks would be like a 361, a 400 cubic inch engine. Obviously the 383 like this one. And then the RB blocks, that's a raised block. That means the block is a little bit taller to allow for more stroke on that big block engine to get more cubic inches. Those would be 426 wedges. That's a 426 wedge heads, not Hemi heads. That's a different engine. And then the 440 cubic inch wedge engine as well. So this is a 383, and the way you could quickly tell the difference between a 383 and a 440, for example, is down here to the right of the distributor in front of the intake manifold, there is a flat plate. If this is a big block engine, a flat plate right here. You can see there's not a flat plate, so this is not a 440 engine. So that's an easy, quick way to tell. While we're under the hood here, I would also like to note that this is obviously a drum brake car, so drum brake on all four corners. I can tell because of this master cylinder. This is a single pot master cylinder, which means all of the brake pressure is on one circuit. So when you push the brakes, this single piston is pushing pressure to all four corners. That's different than a two-pot master cylinder where there's a circuit for the rear and a circuit for the front brakes. The problem I have with the single pot master cylinder is if it goes bad, then you have zero brakes. Whereas if a dual pot master cylinder goes bad, the likelihood of both of them going bad at the same time is almost zero. So you'll probably at least have half of your brakes. So if this were my car, you know, a few things to note under the hood. If this were my car, little bench racing here, I would put a dual pot master cylinder in for disc brakes up front and out back. This is like a 4,000 plus pound car, and I want my family to be as safe as possible. So I would get decent disc brakes all the way around. However, I would want them to fit behind 15-inch steel wheels like what the car has right now. So there's brakes, and there are Willwood brakes and other name brand brakes that would fit back there. Also, I would add a vintage AC kit. Vintage Air is the company, and their kits range from like $1,500 and up. But you could put a basic kit in here that would keep that cabin air conditioned, so you could take the kids on a long trip and everybody could be comfortable and not sweaty. Another piece of bench racing, it'd be kind of cool to add like a Tremec 5-speed behind this, or even the A833, I believe it is, the 4-speed Mopar transmission. It would be cool to have 3 pedals in this car to shift your own gears as you go, but the 727 is an excellent transmission. Along with the 5 or 6 speed swap, you would get that overdrive, so you could cruise on the highway a little easier. There's a side shot of the engine. I would like to note that I do like these Mopar performance parts, the finned valve covers and that finned matching air cleaner. Looks really good. There's the spot. When you're a kid, look over here on the bumper, there's a place to put your foot. And then you can go up here and grab this chrome handle and swing into the back. Looking out the back of a station wagon as it's going down the road, it looks and feels really good as a passenger, especially when you're a little kid. There's another good view of the quarter panel. Again, like I said, if you like the format of this video or if you have suggestions, hit me up in the comments below. Also, if you have any other cars, paste a link down there and I might review them. I think it's really fun to talk cars, and I could talk cars all day long. And I think we are back at the beginning. I wanted to share this cool car with you. I like posting them on Instagram, but I figured I would do a video, do a little bench racing with the car, and just talk about it. I want to share cool things like this that I see, and hopefully this is content that you enjoy. So if you like it, hit that like button below. Subscribe to the Riggs Garage channel. I've got more car videos coming out on my personal projects. I've got some more friends' cars that I'm shooting now, and I might turn more of these out if there's a good response. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.